YouTube, this is BJ from BJ's Transformation. Um, should I say I've done this video 3 times now? Well, this is my third time. My sound wasn't working. But at any rate, I want to just give you a recap. I am BJ from BJ's Transformation. I am on my journey to being sleeved on November 2nd. I made a decision to be sleeved after I had my gallbladder removed because I was full of gallstones. And anyway, the decision came. It was totally not expected, but it was with the same surgeon that removed my gallbladder. I have done all of my pre-certification work. I've met with my surgeon for 3 months. So to meet the 90-day requirement with my insurance company, everything has been submitted to my insurance company, and I'm now just waiting for the approval code. But in the meantime, I am on the calendar to be sleeved November 2nd. Yes. So I am going to move right along as if I already had my approval code, because I don't want to be one of those last minute. I don't want this to be a last minute thing to get myself prepared. And if you watch some of my previous videos, I have been preparing myself with protein shakes and protein drinks and vitamins and all that stuff for 90 days now. So what I was sitting here thinking about is I just wanted to just give you, some noticeable changes that I have noticed in my transformation process, because all of this just is not going to be after surgery. Transformation begins before the surgery. One thing is vitamins. I've never liked vitamins. I would purchase vitamins, I'd take them for a week or two, go all gung-ho, and then I'll stop. And so therefore I have a lot of vitamins in my cabinets, just like a waste of money. But since I've been on this journey, I purchase vitamins from bariatrics.com, and I have taken vitamins 90 days straight, which is a world record for me. I got chewable vitamins, and I think that may be the difference because they're good, and I love them. And one thing I've noticed is since I've taken the vitamins is here. I have nails. I have solid nails. I have never had fingernails before in my life. If I had a special event, I would go out and get the acrylic nails. But a few years ago, it hit me that a lot of the places we go get our nails done, they are ran by mostly Koreans. Nothing against Koreans, because my uncle married a Korean, and she's one of my favorite aunties, so it's no pun intended there. But one thing I realized is that on their counter, Buddha is sitting their biggest day. These people worship Buddha. Well, at least the ones I was going to have Buddha sitting right beside their cash register, Buddha all over their shops. And I was actually giving them my money. And I was actually, in a sense, helping them build their kingdom. And me being a Christian, once I came into the realization of what was happening, I wasn't comfortable in going anymore. So nonetheless, I was convicted, and therefore I stopped. And in the meantime, since I started my vitamins, I now have my own nails, and I don't need that. So anyway, do what you want to do. It's out there. And another thing is my hair. When I got rid of 50 pounds with Jenny Craig, I decided to continue my natural journey and therefore be locked. And since I've been on my vitamin kick, my hair is growing like crazy. It is like so long, and it's really, I love my hair. I tell people, I love my hair, I love my hair, I love my hair. Another thing is I've realized that I've really been more conscious about what I put in my mouth. I never really been like a meat eater. To me, meat has always been overrated. I can have it or not have it. Because like maybe 8, 9 years ago, I stopped eating pork, and a little longer than that, I stopped eating beef. And so I really only done fish, chicken, and turkey. But even since I've been doing this, it's like I don't really have a desire for meat. Maybe hot dogs every now and then, or turkey. But I haven't really had a turkey burger. But I've really been on my protein shakes, protein drinks for a minute. My sugar-free drinks, my Crystal Light, my water, my sugar-free popsicles, and sugar-free jellos, and sugar-free puddings. And I love that. I purchased a bunch of Ungery products. I purchased, what else? The Terani uh, sugar-free syrups. And I'm loving it. Um, and I'm realizing that I have to really take control of my wants versus my needs. And I really do believe a lot of those things that I was eating because I wanted it, not because I needed it. And that's another thing when I say we have to transform our minds by the way we think about food. Because I always, my biggest my biggest fault with food was always carbs. The carb demon, I will call it, always like controlled me. Whether it was bread, potato chips, cookies, never really a candy eater, but it was anything dealing with carbs. It would like call my name. And I would often tell people that carbs to me was like crack to a crackhead. No pun intended to a crackhead, but that's the way it was. I would fiend for carbs and I would not stop until I got that out of my system. And I would not stop until it was all eaten in a day or whatever, a day or two. It never stayed in my house longer than that. And so I haven't purchased those things. And so again, I've transformed my mind into the way I think about food. Prime example again on yesterday, I've been doing really well, like I said, with my protein drinks and my protein shakes and my popsicles, and that's what I had yesterday. And I did have a couple of hot dogs. My husband had bought some kosher dogs, and I boiled them up and I chopped them up and I was dipping them in mustard, really good. But I did have a couple of slices of 100% wheat bread. Okay, and so I'm going on through my day, had popcorn, and then I was cleaning the kitchen for the night, and I had a couple of hot dogs left on the stove, and I proceeded to warm them up to eat them. But as soon as I did that, I had to stop myself and just say, "You're not hungry. What are you doing?" So I turned the stove off, put the dogs back into the refrigerator, and I grabbed a sugar-free popsicle. And I was so proud of myself because I won. The Word of God tells us that we have dominion over everything in the earth. Everything. And that includes food, that includes sugar, that includes carbs. We have dominion. And so as I prepare myself for my for my transformation, I am preparing myself to have dominion over foods that used to consume me, for lack of a better word, because I allow food to consume me. And that's not going to be my story anymore. So I just want to encourage all of you to, when you may be eating something that you know you should not be eating, just ask yourself a question. Do you want this or do you need this? And if your want is stronger than your need, put it away. Be strong, have willpower, have enough strength and power, have authority over that thing which wants to take control of you. Because we've got the power. We just have to recognize when to use and exert the power. So that's what I just wanted to say to you guys. I noticed the transformation has already begun in my mind, as in a few weeks it will begin to spill over to my outside. Congratulations to all of you who have just had your surgeries, and to those of you who will be having your surgeries this coming week. I'm praying for you, I'm rooting for you, and just keep everybody posted just so we'll know that you're okay. Again, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. You've got the power. Be butterfly blessed.